Hello, are you looking to buy or do you own a home in the villages? Do you know what the bond and maintenance fees are? Hi, I'm Keith Clark with Remax Premier Realty, and today I'm in the village of Hillsborough. I'm going to take a couple minutes to talk about the bond and the maintenance fees. The bond, what is it? How much is it? And how long will you be paying for this? In short, the cost of each infrastructure for each district is the proportional share divided up. To come to the bond, the total cost of the infrastructure is divided by each assessable acre in the face, which gives you a cost per acre. Cost per acre is multiplied by the number of acres in the unit, which equals the total obligation for the unit. The total obligation is then divided by the number of lots in the unit, which equals the amount of the assessment per lot. So what does this mean to you as a homeowner? Each lot in a unit pays the same amount. The amount is assessed to the lot and passes on to any subsequent owner. The assessment is then amortized over a period of time, which typically starts at 30 years. It has admin fees and interest is added, and that is what you see on your tax bill each year. For the Village of Hillsborough in Unit 220, the bond started out at $22,847.97. It started out in the year 2013. So here we are, 8 years later. The bond balance is now $19,553. Each year, an amount is paid towards principal, and in the current year, it would be $478.97. The total amount of the bond payment on your tax bill that you will see for this year will be $1,572.13. Now, while this is an example for the village of Hillsborough, each village is different. Each village has multiple units. In the village of Hillsborough, there are 3 units. So, how do I pay the bill? When is it due? And how do I go forward? Can I pay the bill ahead of time? Yes. You have 2 choices to pay the bond. You pay it each year on the tax bill, or you can pay it in full. To pay in full, you must pay the balance by July 16th of the year for it not to appear on your current taxes. The bond is amortized from the initial placement of the property for sale. So like I mentioned, in this village, it was 2013. So I always hear the question, well, I don't want to have a home, I want to buy a home that has a bond on it. Well, unless somebody has paid the bond off, or your home is the home you're looking at is 30 years, you're probably looking at some amount of bond. In the Bonnie Brook area, the bonds right now are total about $6,000, give or take. So each village is different, and as time goes on, each balance is different because some people do pay it off, some don't. If you pay it off, it's like writing a check to your subsequent buyers. If you're going to be here 30 years, or even maybe 15 years, then it might be a good idea to pay off your bond. If you don't plan on being in your home for more than, say, 3 or 4 years, that's a big sum of money that you're basically handing off to the next person, because as a realtor, I cannot add that bond payoff to the sale price of your home. In a lot of cases, it may show as a positive over somebody else that has a bond, but you probably are looking at a bond. The next item I'd like to go over is maintenance. What is it? how much is it and how long will you be paying for it? Well, the maintenance it basically covers the common areas of the villages. Each CDD has its own type of government, or you elect supervisors to develop this bond, or this budget. That budget is very similar in how the bond is calculated. They create the budget and divide it out by unit, acres, lots, and then it's pasted on your tax bill. This will be on your tax bill for as long as you own your home. This is for the operation, maintenance of common areas in the CDD. So if you're looking at, say, like Buena Vista, all that area along the road all needs to be maintained. The flowers, the trees, dead trees need to be replaced, and that's what your maintenance fee covers. So one more item I'd like to include is the amenities fee. The amenities fee, how much is it and how will you be paying for it? Well, the amenities fee covers your recreation. It covers the pools, the executive golf, the clubs, all of that. This fee will be on as long as you own the house and the villages. If you move to a different house, the fee could be different. Right now, the minimum fee for a new purchase home in the villages is $164. That per cost is for the cost of the home. It covers everybody in the home. The cost then raises a small amount every year based on the consumer price index. So you probably won't be paying the same as your neighbor unless you buy it at the same time of the year and the same year. It renews on your annual basis. So if you bought your home in January, go up in January. If you bought your home in May, it'll go up in May. The base price also goes up on not so much on a regular basis, but on an occasional basis. I've seen probably 4 increases in the 7 years that I've lived in the villages. So those are the 3 things that you'll be paying for in the villages, how they work, and how they're getting to you. So I thank you for watching. Make sure that you like this video so that you can see more about the villages. And please do leave a comment with your questions. I will answer them in a future video.